Russia's Alexey Navalny says he faces new terrorism charges despite being in prison. Daria Navalny says her father's food is being limited illegally. CNN jailed Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny said he faces a new terrorist case in what could mean decades more in prison for the outspoken critic of Russian President Vladimir Putin. In comment posted on Twitter, Navalny said that despite his jail term, he was accused of committing terrorist attacks and that he had been told the case would be heard by a military court. He said the new terror case is separate from an extremism case against him, on which there was a hearing at Moscow's Basmany District Court on Wednesday. His comment come as his daughter Daria Navalnaya told CNN that the Russian authorities were depriving her father of food. Navalny is currently serving a 9-year jail term at the maximum security prison east of Moscow after being convicted of large-scale fraud by a Russian court last year. In 2020, Navalny was poisoned with the nerve agent Novichok, according to the German government, an act he and the Western officials blame on the Kremlin. After recovering, he returned to Russia a few days later, where he was soon detained. Alexei Navalny, pictured in Moscow on August 27, 2018, said on Wednesday that he faces the new terrorist case despite being imprisoned. Navalny's spokesperson Kira Yarmysh said on Twitter that he now faces two big trials. First, on terror extremism, which carry a total of up to 30 years of imprisonment. Most likely, the trial will start by the end of May, and then on terrorism charges, which carry up to 35 years of imprisonment. Yarmysh said Russia's investigative committee opened the criminal case against Navalny in September 2021 on the grounds of the alleged creation of the extremist community. Russia's state media TASS reported. Navalny called it the extremism charges against him absurd in a tweet on Wednesday. The authorities made absurd accusations under which I'm facing 30 years in prison, he said in comment reported by his team. The director of Navalny's anti-corruption foundation, Ivan Zdanov, said that part of the terrorism case against Navalny involves the comment Navalny's chief of staff, Leonid Volkov, made on YouTube last year about Putin. After these charges were brought against all the founders of Navalny's anti-corruption foundation, Zdanov said. Zdanov also said that the investigator in the terrorism case was considering the killing of military blogger Vladlen Tatarsky as part of the charges. Russia's National Anti-Terrorism Committee claimed earlier this month that the explosion that killed Tatarsky at the cafe in St. Petersburg on April 2nd was planned by the special services of Ukraine with the participation of Navalny's supporters. Navalny's anti-corruption foundation denied the claims. Yarmysh added that the judge ruled he was 10 days to familiarize himself with the document detailing the extremism case against him. Russian state news agency TASS said there were 196 volumes of documents related to this case. TASS said that the court would consider the issue again after 5 May. he can't eat. Navalny's daughter Naria meanwhile raised the concerns that Navalny been losing weight dramatically while imprisoned, as a result of prison authorities allegedly limiting the amount of food he can purchase he and in his prison's canteen. Now the situation has gotten so ridiculous that he buys the food, which is, oat. He buys the oat are brought to him, shown to him, and then are just destroyed. So he can't eat, and it's, something so basic to strip it away from the human being. It is outrageous. Daria Nabarnaya said, citing information from Navalny's lawyers. His spokesperson Kira Yaramis wrote in a Twitter posted on April 11th that Navalny lost 8 kilograms over the course of 15 days in his isolated prison cell. Navalny's team has also reported that he has been experiencing severe stomach issues in prison and suggested that he may have been poisoned again. Even while behind bars, his Instagram and Twitter accounts keep up his attacks on Russian President Vladimir Putin as he passed the note for his team to post online. Navalnaya told CNN that she is advocating for her father because I'm trying to bring more attention because people don't necessarily realize how important how the Russian government is stripping everyone who's a political prisoner in Russia right now of which such Beijing needs as eating food.